Well, the 1977 and 78 Brewers have some fun stuff to collect. Still got the girls, and they're excited too. I hope you like the video. I'll tell you what there was to collect in 1977 and 1978 for the Milwaukee Brewers. Thank you to the girls, the Angelic One and Simply Irresistible. In 1977, Topps made 24 cards. Now, if you're paying close attention, I may be confusing you. I'm confusing myself too, so I sometimes do and I sometimes don't include the cards with multiple players on. Usually every year, Topps will make league leader cards, which frankly, there's not too many Brewers on those, especially these years. Or they'll have rookie cards with multiple players from multiple teams on a card, and sometimes I include those in my count, and sometimes not. Anyway, if anybody wants a complete and thorough list of everything cards that can be collected from the Brewers, I have that list, and I'll give it to you if you ask. Anyway, Jim Gantner's rookie card is in this year, along with other players on the card. 67 and 95 was again a bad record, but not last because the expansion Blue Jays existed and they were last. Now, Sal Bando was signed this year, probably the first free agent that they signed that actually cost some money. And before the season, they traded Jim Colburn and Darrell Porter to Kansas City and got back Jamie Quirk, Jim Wolford, and Bob McClure. They should have had time to reflect that trade in the cards, but they didn't. They just painted Sal Bando's hat. They got to play in Seattle again, although there's nobody left from the Pilots days by now. The Mariners were new that year too, along with the Blue Jays. George Scott and Bernie Carbo got traded for Cecil Cooper. Bernie Carbo hit the big home run in the 75 World Series. You know, the famous Carlton Fisk, trying to will that home run to stay fair. That happened in extra innings because Bernie Carbo, a couple innings before that, hit a 3-run shot to tie that game. Anyway, I probably don't need to talk about Red Sox stuff, right? Anyway, this is when Cecil Cooper showed up, and the trade is shown basically completed in the OPC versions, but not the Topps versions. The Darrell Porter trade is also reflected in OPC, but not the Topps issues. Well, OPC only made 6 Brewers this year. Now, Burger Chef was a restaurant kind of like McDonald's. They made boxes for their meals, but their boxes this year had all the teams with players on them with the round discs that you could punch them out. I do have the basically brand new version of that box for the Brewers team. Bando and Yount ended up on these customizable discs. 5 Brewers were on Hostess cards this year. 2 Brewers were on Kellogg's cards. There was a Pepsi glove disc made with Robin Yount. RC Cola put players on cans this year. Robin Yount and Sal Bando were on those. Topps made a cloth sticker version of 55 of the cards as sort of a test. I think they're pretty neat. I'm sorry that they never did that again. If you could find them, they were sold 3 of those in a pack. In 1978, the Brewers finished 93 and 69. What a turnaround. The first winning season. Now, Topps made 28 cards, if you include the Molitor rookie, which has other people on it. There was a big offseason there. Gorman Thomas got traded, and they traded back for him. They signed Larry Heisel, the first real big-time free agent. Now, Larry had led the league in RBIs the year before for the Twins. and was second in MVP voting. They also made the change to the logo. The Brewers had a contest to design a logo, and most people sent in things written on or drawn on bar napkins with stick people doing things to beer. They said they were so bad. Almost all the entries were just terrible. But there was an art student from Eau Claire that designed the ball and glove logo, and the Brewers loved it, and they paid him $2,000 for it. That's all that guy got for that logo. Oh man, most, if not all, the card issues still had the old M logo on it. Even like the programs would have the ball and glove logo on the program, but all the players that were in or on the program had the old hats yet. So they must have had the M hats on all the players, even in spring training, because even like new guys like Larry Heisel have the M hat, which he probably never wore in an actual regular season game. Well, the Hostess cards had 6 players on it, and they all had the M hats. Kellogg's made a Cecil Cooper card, and OPG went down to only 4 Brewers, a very small set that year from OPG. There were 2 RC cans with players on it, Brewer players on it. RC made iron-ons, which are hard to find, but there's 5 Brewers on those. Wiffle ball discs had Bando and Lascano. They were actually on the wiffle ball box that the ball came in, and you could punch out the round disc or cut them square in the examples that I have. Larry Heisel was on a few different versions of the customizable discs. Larry Heisel, along with Don Money and Larry Sorensen, were all-stars this year. And 1978 was the first year that I bought packs. That's when the sickness started. Okay, that was 77 and 78. We're going to keep going through the years here. Thanks for watching Wisconsin Sports Collector. Hope you had as much fun as I did.